This is a moment where it seems like everybody is running away from meme coins, shying away from the crypto market, and shying away from altcoins. And in this video, I want to talk to you guys about Pepe specifically, because throughout the course of the last really 2 years, we've been talking a lot about the Pepe coin and the Pepe price and the potential for this coin in this bull market. And I still believe that it is a bull market. But I want to talk to you guys about whether or not this thing is still going to perform as many people had hoped and expected. And if right now is a good time to accumulate Pepe. And I want to give you guys the real, truthful answer on this. And we're always transparent in what our thoughts are. But right now, things are a little bit different. Things are changing. And I want to talk to you guys about the potential for Pepe. Is there still potential for Pepe? Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. Do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Here I am in sunny California. I'm in Palm Desert right now, actually, on a work trip, stepping aside to give you guys a little bit of an update because we've had a lot of changes. If you've been following our channel, you know that the biggest thing that we're waiting for is the Fed pivot. That's the number one thing that we need for the continuation for this bull market, and not just the continuation for this bull market, but the big upside that we've all been waiting for. Because even if we don't get the Fed pivot, I still think we're going to have a continuation for this bull market, but it's probably not going to be as spectacular as we all want it to be. So let's talk a little bit about Pepe here. Right now, the Pepe price is down 70-something% from its all-time highs. And what I want you guys to understand about this coin is it's probably been the meme that we've done the most videos about on this channel, and that there's a real reason for that, guys. And you have to be aware of this. There's a reason for us doing so much Pepe content. It's because we believe that the Pepe coin is one of the staple memes out there, just as Dogecoin has been in the past, just as Shiba Inu has been in the past, and now I would argue that it's Pepe's turn. And now you could say to me, well, Crypto Kip, Pepe's already done its thing, and you're not wrong. People got rich on Pepe, and people have already probably gotten rich and cashed out, which is why it's down 70% right now. But what do you think happens to Pepe if Dogecoin comes back? And if Dogecoin goes all the way up to, or excuse me, if Bitcoin goes all the way up to 200, 300K. Well, if Bitcoin goes up to 200, 300K, well then logically, guys, Pepe is going to have some more upside as well. Well, how much upside? In my video earlier today, I was talking about a potential $30 trillion market cap for crypto, just looking at all the things that are going on, talking about the Ripple lawsuit ending, talking about the fact that everybody's talking about Bitcoin being digital gold. Well, when that market cap goes to $20, $30 trillion, which I do believe is possible, I believe that Pepe is going to be probably making moves like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu have made in the past. And now what I'm not talking about here is I'm not talking about the 1,000x. I'm not talking about 2,000 or 10,000x gains on Pepe. I don't think that that's possible for Pepe, and that's the realistic part of this equation. But what I do think is possible is an easy 10x at this point. In fact, Pepe might be able to 20x or higher in this bull market because its market cap right now, I believe, is below $5 billion. At one point, it was at 10. I think right now it's sitting at like 2 or 3 billion. Can it go to 30 billion? Well, Dogecoin went to 88 billion in the last bull market, and it was the new fresh coin once upon a time. Then Shiba Inu went to 40 or 50 billion and didn't even have quite as much steam as Doge. And I would argue because it was kind of a copycat of Dogecoin, and you know, it didn't get as big as the original, which was Doge. But Pepe is the frog versus the dog, right? It's its own unique thing. This is something we talked about a long time ago. If you had bought Pepe when we first talked about it on this channel, you would have gotten rich. There's no doubt about it. Now, admittedly, myself, I didn't even have the diamond hands to hold all the Pepe that I was holding all the way through. And if I had, my situation would be completely different. I would have a lot more in crypto. But it's hard to do that. It's hard to hold on to those things because, you know, hindsight's always 20/20, guys, right? I knew how hot the Pepe coin was, right? It was one of the #1 memes that brought us out of the bear market. And now the fact that it's all the way down to $2 or $3 billion in market cap, after it hit an $11 billion market cap, after it got a Robinhood exchange listing, by the way, but didn't even really get a pump off of that news. It got a little pump, but didn't really get that big pump that everybody expects with the Robinhood exchange listing. What is the potential we can expect? Well, I think that we could still expect 10 or even 20x for Pepe. I think that it's possible, guys. Because again, I believe that this total market cap for cryptocurrency can go all the way to 20 or 30 trillion dollars. And so what am I saying to you here? First of all, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And I'm certainly not telling you to go all in on a meme coin, okay? But if I had to pick one meme coin in this entire bull market, one meme coin in the entire crypto space that I think has captured the widest audience, the one meme coin that I think has the most dogecoin potential, Shiba Inu potential. And again, I'm not talking about the early moves, right? If you didn't catch Pepe at the beginning, well, then you kind of missed the best move for Pepe. But that does not mean that there's not a lot of upward momentum left. The reality of the fact is this, guys, it's down 70%. You buy low, you sell high. I started this video out talking about how everybody's running away from memes, shying away from memes. Well, I'm not really running away or shying away from Pepe. You know, if I had to pick between Dogecoin, Pepe, and Shiba Inu, which one I think has the most potential, I would probably say Pepe. Why? Because it's the newest, it's the freshest. It has the newest exchange listings. And when I went to these crypto conferences over the last few years, what I saw time and time again was the biggest names in crypto, the biggest influencers, really everybody, agreed that Pepe was kind of the chosen one of this bull market. And if you don't believe me and just the face value of talking about it, you do yourself a service. Go on to Google, or better yet, go on to CoinMarketCap and type in Pepe. Tell me how many Pepe mimic coins there are. There's a lot of Pepe mimic coins. There's not a lot of mimic coins for coins like a coin that I talked about a little bit in Cronos, like Crow with Knife, or there's not a lot of mimic memes for other plays like Mog. You can't really have a mimic of Mog. You can't really have a mimic of some of these other projects, but you can have a lot of Frog, Pepe from China, Pepe, and I don't like any of the mimic coins for Pepe. What I do like, though, is Pepe, and it's not a massive part of my portfolio or anything like that, but I think if you're not having some exposure to Pepe, then you're probably ignoring one of the most successful meme coins since Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, and I just don't think that's, I just couldn't imagine missing the potential for such an easy, what I think is an easy 10, 20, or even maybe 30x, because I've talked about $100 billion market cap for Pepe. Do I think it's possible? The answer is yes, guys. Now, if you're not holding it, and you don't want to hold it, and you just want to trade the volatility, you could do that too. I think that's great, and I love to trade Pepe. You could sign up for Blowfin using our link. It's in the description of this video down below, guys. I want to give you an update because I think that these are incredible opportunities to buy Pepe. Are you going all in right now? No, but I think this is the best time to be DCAing because it's down. Could it go lower? It could. I think these are accumulation zones. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to share that little update with you guys. Again, you can sign up for Blowfin if you want to do some trading using our link. Check it out. I'll see you in the next one, guys. DCA, HODL. See you in the next one. Peace.